Yeah. Back on my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. I never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop, so my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change them quick, they signed up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1 you.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Patriots and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there, turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Shedding the tackle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Throwing Jones.
he finds Parker.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. The toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try to get things done later.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Inside give to Elliott. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
21.
Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Ball start. Offense.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up
2nd and 5. Straight ahead at Stevenson.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But you look at this Patriots defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. I keep going back to him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw is Rodgers. He completes it, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Receiver here, complete. It's Parker. Touchdown. Devontae Parker. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Hall to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Rodgers wants to change the look. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And fights through 1 man. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Jets had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. On play action. Now Rodgers. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position.
There he goes left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards that time.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Jones on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by Henry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
To the surprise of no one who's watched him flash his potential the last couple of years, Quinton Williams broke out in 2022 with 12 sacks and first-team All-Pro honors. Expect more of the same going forward.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. Call it no gain there on the first down play. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So we have reached halftime with a
no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 2-yard pickup, makes it 3rd and
Caught left side by Kyle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Jones now throwing on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Ball start, offense.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw. Jones. Pass incomplete.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 2nd and goal. Jones.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. To the 22. And New York set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Rodgers now on first down. And he completes it to Wilson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And again, it's Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Rodgers now on first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combo in the NFL.
Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Breaks through the... Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now give the football right back with another great opportunity.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets! Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now out come the Patriots. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Now Jones. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A handoff left, Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 77 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a 1st down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Ball start. Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sean Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop it. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing, Jones.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Allen. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, Patriots.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carried around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out?
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown. Here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now Rodgers with a new team, but in a spot he's been before. Down by 11, a minute 6 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Open man, here is Cobb. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On play action, now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here we go, 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.